Welcome back to Unpacked Cardboard, where cards, collecting, and business come together. Today, we're talking about something that doesn't get discussed enough in the hobby: relationships. More specifically, why relationships matter more than deals. Now, that might sound strange in a hobby where people are constantly buying, selling, trading, and negotiating. After all, everyone loves finding a great deal. But if you spend enough time in the hobby, you'll realize something important. The best opportunities rarely come from a single transaction. They come from relationships. Think about some of the most successful collectors, dealers, and business owners in the hobby. Many of them have access to collections before they hit the market. They get first looks at inventory. They receive referrals. They know people who call them when collections become available. That doesn't happen because they found one great deal. It happens because they've spent years building trust. Let's start with card shows. When most people attend a card show, they're focused on buying cards. And there's nothing wrong with that. But some of the most valuable things you can gain from a card show aren't cards at all. They're conversations, getting to know dealers, meeting fellow collectors, learning who specializes in certain products, building relationships with people who share your interests. The hobby is surprisingly small. The more people you meet, the more opportunities tend to appear. The same is true online. Whether it's Facebook groups, Discord communities, Instagram, YouTube, or local hobby forums, relationships matter. When people know you're fair, honest, and easy to work with, they'll remember you. And when opportunities arise, they often think of people they trust first. Let's talk about buying collections. Imagine two buyers. The first buyer only cares about getting the lowest price possible. They negotiate aggressively. They disappear after the sale. And they never speak to the seller again. The second buyer is respectful. They communicate clearly. They pay promptly. They treat people fairly. Which buyer do you think gets the phone call when another collection becomes available? Most of the time, it's the second one. Because people prefer doing business with people they trust. That's true in cards, and it's true in almost every business. The same principle applies to selling. Many sellers focus entirely on the transaction. Get the sale, ship the card, move on. But the best businesses think differently. They focus on creating repeat customers. A repeat customer is often worth far more than a one-time sale. When buyers know they'll receive accurate descriptions, secure packaging, fast shipping, and great communication, they're more likely to return. And when they return, your business becomes more stable. One of the biggest advantages of strong relationships is access to information. Collectors talk, dealers talk, store owners talk. People share trends, opportunities, and market insights. When you're part of a trusted network, you often learn about things before they become common knowledge. That information can be incredibly valuable. Another reason relationships matter is that the hobby has a long memory. People remember how they're treated. They remember who was honest. They remember who was fair. And they remember who helped them. Your reputation follows you. That's why protecting it is so important. A quick profit isn't worth damaging a relationship. A small win today isn't worth losing future opportunities. Sometimes the best business decision is simply treating people the right way. Over time, relationships compound. One conversation leads to another. One introduction leads to another. One customer becomes 10 customers. One collection purchase leads to multiple referrals. The opportunities start stacking on top of each other. And often, it all begins with something simple. Being respectful, being reliable, being honest. At the end of the day, cards come and go, deals come and go, market trends rise and fall. But relationships can last for years. And those relationships often become one of the most valuable assets you have in the hobby. So the next time you're focused on chasing the next big deal, remember this. Deals create transactions. Relationships create opportunities. And opportunities are what build long-term success. Thank you for joining us on Unpacked Cardboard. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep building. This is Unpacked Cardboard. Cards, collecting, business.